Hi everyone. How are you doing today? Today we have huge news about what's coming to Pokemon Unite. Most of the information here comes directly from El Chico EV's Twitter. So if you like what you saw here or want to be updated on leaks regarding Pokemon Unite, please consider following him there as well. Starting with the less exciting stuff, we will have some balance updates on some Pokemon. Since we don't have the exact notes right now, I'll make sure to cover this one in the future, when we have more information on these changes. But be aware that Rayquaza will also receive some kind of change after the next patch. I hope they revert its HP back to the original values, since at the current state it's so easy to instantly take Rayquaza down and close the game out of nowhere. Next in line we have some new Pokemons. Urshifu, an all-rounder with 2 evolution paths, just like Sizer. The difference here is that both have the same stats, which you can see on the screen right now. You'll pick the form you want based on the move you choose at level 5. This time each form only have one move on each slot, so you can only play 2 different move sets, but at least each form has its own Unite move. Next we have Dragapult, an attacker that seems to do most of his damage through basic attacks. This Pokemon evolves at level 5 and again at level 9, and just like Sableye, you'll have a move that will make you invisible. And there's one more thing. The Unite move is not actually an Unite move. It works like a third move with a cooldown of around 10 seconds. These 2 Pokemons are already available on the test server. I would love to show them to you, but I can't get it to work. I tried everything, but I wasn't able to play. El Chico EV also leaked the next Pokemon after those 2, which is Comfey, a new supporter. And to be honest, I never saw this one before. I didn't quite understand how this one works. I think some of its moves will make you stick to an ally, increasing the maximum amount of energy you can store at once. I don't know anything about this one yet. I'll talk about this Pokemon in more details once we get closer to the release date. We also have new held and battle items. For the new battle item we have the Shedinja doll, which will make you unable to act for a short, while also making you invincible for the entire duration. If you can time it correctly, you can even dodge some Unite moves. We also have 6 held items, but we only have the complete description of 2 of them. Those being the Drain Crown, which will make you recover health equal to 10% of the basic attack damage you dealt. The other is the Rapid Fire Scarf. This one increases your attack speed by up to 30% after 3 basic attacks. Now we have the biggest change ever to talk about. It's probably the most meaningful update this game has ever seen. Now we have a stack counter at the bottom of the screen. Just kidding. Well, it's a good change too. But what I want to talk about is the draft mode coming to Pokemon Unite. And in case you don't know what that means, is a game mode available in other games that basically makes so both teams have to draft their teams picking Pokemons from the same pool of characters, while also voting for bans on selected Pokemons. Based on what I read so far, it seems like each team will collectively vote to ban one Pokemon and neither team is allowed to pick it afterwards. Then, one team at a time will pick one of the remaining Pokemon on the pool, locking it for your team. You'll repeat this process until both teams are complete. This format has a lot of differences when compared with what we have now. One of them is being able to see your enemy's team. This will give you the option to try to build the best composition to counter your opponents, leading to more interesting matches with a lot of variety, since you can't see the same Pokemon in both teams. Also, the ban option will also make sure we can decide to not play against a poorly balanced Pokemon. Yes, I'm looking at you. And those are all the information we have right now. And again, I found out about most of this through El Chico EV's Twitter. If you want to see more Pokemon Unite content, please consider subscribing so you don't miss future videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And until next time.